You're watching KTVE NBC 10, your Arklamas news source. And now, your Billy Wood Honda forecast first.
We're currently all clear this morning on Doppler radar. It has been kind of a busy overnight, especially around midnight and around 10, 11 o'clock. But most of those strong thunderstorms have already exited our area and moved off towards down to the southeast and parts of Alabama along the Gulf Coast. Here's a live look out in El Dorado, where it's not too humid out there because temperatures have started to fall off a little bit. Right now we're at 60 degrees at the El Dorado Airport. And as we kind of go throughout the day, we are expecting to see these temperatures stay mostly lower 80s for our daytime highs. Overall, it's not going to be too bad. It's giving a green light for your morning commute when you step out the door. Now, we'll expect fairly pleasant conditions for tomorrow, but still expecting more chance of rain thunderstorms that much next week. As forecast first, 8 to 10 today starts now.
Live from the NBC 10 Broadcast Center, this is your Arklamas news source. Voted best weather and home of the live storm tracker Doppler radar. This is NBC 10 News Today.
Good morning. Thank you for waking up with us. I'm Abby Price.
And I'm Mackenzie Jonikin. New this morning, a Monroe woman is accused of possessing child porn as well as sexually abusing animals. In April, the Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Office received a tip about an inappropriate relationship between 31-year-old Christy Miles and a 16-year-old boy. According to authorities, the relationship had been going on for several years. Officials obtained a search warrant where they found pornography, including children under the age of 7 and a dog. Miles was charged with 38 counts of pornography involving juveniles and 2 counts of sexual abuse of an animal.
And a Franklin Parish duo is in jail this morning after being accused of setting a house on fire to collect insurance money. On December 9th of 2023, officials of the Bunkie Fire Department were dispatched to a residence on Highway 29 in Avoyelles Parish due to a house fire. According to authorities, no one was inside the home because it was undergoing renovations. During the investigation, officials determined that the fire was intentional. The homeowner, 55-year-old Frank Parker, and Betty Barlow were identified as suspects. Reports say they allegedly set the residence on fire in an attempt to collect insurance money. Both suspects were arrested and booked as fugitives on May 7th of this year. You can visit myarklamas.com to see a list of their charges.
And the Rayville Police Department needs your help locating a man who vanished over 3 years ago. Take a good look at your screen. 54-year-old Alex Elder Jr. has been missing since January of 2021. Mr. Elder was last seen on Ouachita Street in Rayville. If you have any information on his whereabouts, contact Rayville Police at the number listed on your screen.
In a news update, Louisiana officials have announced the opening of the new Swanson Center for Youth facility in Monroe. The Louisiana Office of Juvenile Justice opened the center this week. The facility can accommodate 72 youth in individualized rooms. According to the Office of Juvenile Justice, the center features a transitional treatment unit that offers specialized one-on-one services. Swanson exemplifies a Tier 1 secure setting, which is dedicated to providing intensive rehabilitative services.
Well, over 6,000 children have been put on a waiting list for child care assistance in Louisiana. The Louisiana House has cut funding for early child care education and is expected to use those funds for other entities. NBC 10's Hannah Clark has more details on this story.
I spoke with local owner here at Tender Touch Nursery, and she says this not only affects her business, but it also affects the children that she helps educate. The House has cut $24 million from the program's budget, which leaves low-income families at risk to lose child care assistance or to be put on a wait list. Child care assistance is to allow families or single parents the opportunity to provide their children with quality education while maintaining a job.
We've dealt with parents who had to quit their jobs because they just can't pay the child care, and us as providers, we're put in a position of how long can we keep a child who's not paying.
The money taken from the budget will be used to fund public school systems, state prisons, and police. Not to take away from those entities, but Rogers says as a child care provider, she believes this is not a good use of the funds.
And it starts from birth, and I feel like if we invest more into our children from birth, that we would see a better improvement with our children in their development as far as when they start school, when they're going through school. So when they come to us in child care, we lay that foundation.
Louisiana has been pushing for quality child care, but it is hard to maintain due to lack of funding.
It's going to mean losing even more teachers because we won't have the funding to be able to pay and give raises to the teachers.
Child care is expensive for even the normal household, costing up to $800 a month for one child. Families could lose child care, and child care centers will have to find ways to raise money in order to stay open. Reporting from Rayville, Louisiana, for your ArkLaMiss News Source, I'm Hannah Clark.
Well, due to the Louisiana House cutting a large portion of funding for early childhood education in the state, here at NBC 10, we want to know, do you think this lack of funding will affect the quality of early childhood education? Just scan that QR code on your screen or go to myarklamiss.com/vote and let us know. We'll be taking a look at what viewers at home say throughout the show. And out of your weather station, chances for extreme weather conditions are heightened in the spring and summer seasons here in the ArkLaMiss. NBC 10's Haley Hines brings us tips on how to be prepared if severe weather strikes.
When a storm strikes, having an understanding of alerts that are issued or even simply knowing where to get weather information can be the key to severe weather readiness. Just this year, Louisiana has had multiple instances of severe weather that have impacted local areas. Severe thunderstorms are the most common form of severe weather in northeast Louisiana. Those strong storms can pose dangerous threats such as flash flooding, damaging winds, hail, and tornadoes. We spoke with Dr. Tyler Fricker with the University of Louisiana Monroe for tips on how to prepare for severe weather.
I usually say to have 2 ways to get a warning. So one could be your cell phone if you have any of those emergency warning systems attached to it. Another would be a weather radio. You're going to want to have some form of first aid kit. You're going to want to be thinking about flashlights, bandages, things that, in case the worst happens, you're prepared.
In the case that a severe thunderstorm has the potential to produce a tornado, it is important to know the difference between the 3 alerts that may be issued for your area. Dr. Fricker broke down the alerts and what they each mean.
For a tornado watch, it would mean that the environment's conducive or the environment exists in a way that might produce a tornado. A warning, that's going to mean that the actual storm itself is imminent or is currently happening. And then we think of an emergency. That often means that there's a really significant threat for life and property.
Fricker also stated that the environment in northeast Louisiana makes it possible for storms to develop quickly. Always remember, severe weather can happen at any place and time. If you are inside, seek shelter in an interior room at the lowest point of the building. If you are outside or traveling in a vehicle, seek shelter indoors or at the lowest point near you. Reporting in West Monroe, Louisiana, for local news that matters, I'm Haley Hines.
Well, only on NBC, we're teaming up with Max Fresh Market to kick off our 6th annual Homeless Veterans Food Drive. You can visit one of the Max Fresh Market's grocery stores listed on your screen and purchase a $10 food bag. The bags purchased will be distributed to homeless veterans in our area. You have until June the 12th to donate.
And don't forget, tickets are on sale for the 2024 St. Jude Dream Home. Nearly 80% of these tickets are gone. This year's home is built on over an acre of land in Stellington's new Desire Trace subdivision. The home has 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and is valued at $450,000. Visit dreamhome.org or call 800-726-9874 to reserve your ticket today.
Here at KTVE, we are giving viewers a chance to win a card to Sammy's Plant World, and today on Flower Friday, we are excited to announce this week's winner. Martha Hunter of Rayville, you are today's winner, and you still have time to enter for a chance to win a gift card to Sammy's Plant World. Just visit myarklamiss.com, click the contest tab, and Flower Friday to enter your name. We will announce the winner each Friday.
Well, stick around because Chase will have a look at that Mother's Day weekend forecast.
But first, Chase, how's that fishing game forecast looking over there?
Things have really begun to quiet down across the ArkLaMiss. We're tracking thunderstorms moving down towards the Gulf Coast along that frontal boundary, and we're kind of just seeing some slightly drier air filter in, but we're still expecting more chance of rain thunderstorms as we go into Mother's Day next week. More details coming up, but first, here's a look at today's fishing game forecast.